the Cincinnati Bengals.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. Eleven. Stop.
Quickly to the air is Burrow.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there on the first play of the game. 41 yards.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10.
Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
11 MT tape.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
This one hauled in by Sample. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
11 MT.
On second down, Burrow. Complete. Smith has it.
And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Tyler Lockett now with a return.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up first and 10
at their own 16.
They run with a second-year man. It's Kenneth Walker.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17.
Tackled there by Jordan Battle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Short throw to Disley, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Back to Walker on first down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
A deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Throwing on third down, Smith.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line.
And the Seahawks first down.
Now to the ground, here's Walker. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now Gino.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. Instead, it's 4th down.
Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. The Bengals at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Burrow getting this into the hands of Higgins.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
One, ready?
From midfield now, Burrow. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Here we go. 11 coming.
To the air again, Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. This 2nd and 4. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a...
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
The Seahawks signed Nwosu last free agency. Believe he could be the top edge rusher and make plays like that look routine. 9.5 sacks, 3 forced fumbles last season. Certainly seems like a smart investment on their part.
Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30.
Here we go, here we go.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
11,
In motion
11,
right goes Higgins.
11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. But he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
2nd and 6.
Here's Burrow. And it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive.
12. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Burrow will throw. This is caught. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here we go.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Going quickly out to the right side. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point afters have been good, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. Yes, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, 66 yards. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
Hey, here we go, Sunday.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
11.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Geno now to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Smith on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. He completes this to Walker. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Smith throwing again. This is Fant on the short completion. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Myers' kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
On 1, right? 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Now a throw here to his running back. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he gets this up past the 30.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. And Walker once more. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Throwing is Smith. He's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down, here's Smith.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
And Smith here, an audible at the line. From the gun, it's Walker.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
126 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now Gino on 1st down.
Smith and Jigba with the grab.
Gets past one man. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
Tackled that time by Derek Hall.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 9.
11.
Now it's Burrow. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Across midfield. Joe Mixon.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Joe Mixon.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. McPherson now for the extra point.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, here's Walker. There he goes, left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And even 150 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up and get it going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And now Smith going to change the play. Now Gino. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting. By any means necessary on 3rd down. He's able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. They'll toss this out right to Walker. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They snap it to Smith. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. A nice burst there as he'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight. Stop.
Burrow on third down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 38 yards. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Gino's going to throw. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson.
Right, going for 2, and instead it gets picked off. How about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rally.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Bengals drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. That is incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
11 mighty.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Ready?
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11.
11. 12.
Now it's Burrow.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Smith's going to throw it. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
11 MT.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And he will have a Bengals 1st down. And it's celebration time on that sideline. And they've earned it.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
And that one complete once again to Higgins.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
On the Seahawks 16-yard line.
11 Thomas. 11 Thomas. 11.
Now it's Burrow.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Here we go with Burrow, able to find Higgins.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is getting enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So that's now 10 touchdowns for him on the year. He's into double figures, and we're not even to the halfway point of the season yet.
Partner, doesn't this speak to how well he works with this offensive line?
They know he doesn't need a giant alley to run through. He just needs a little seam. And he's so good at being patient, waiting for things to develop, and then accelerating when it does appear.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
There we go.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Here's Smith.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Smith to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game, and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Smith. Able to find Jones. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He completes it to Boyd.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team